on my Hermione yet. I am doing the Harry Potter spells book tag, and this is because I am procrastinating, because it's the last day of my Easter holidays and I have school tomorrow and a lot of homework, but I'd rather be talking about books. Books, 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 Harry Potter. First spell is Expecto Patronum, and it is a childhood book connected to good memories. For this one, I'm gonna have to go with the Roman Mystery series. I absolutely loved it as a child, and I actually read it in like year 8, which is like ninth grade? No, 7th grade? I don't know. But I just grabbed the easiest one, which is book 15. But I loved the entire series, and it really helped when I read the Percy Jackson series-ish. Not really much mythology in it, but it is just fabulous. It's good for history. I loved it. The next spell is Expelliarmus, which is a book that took you by surprise. I just dropped my phone. For this book, or spell, or whatever, I'm going to go with All the Bright Places. Now, I personally really enjoyed this book, and basically, I don't read much contemporary. I mostly read fantasy, dystopian, stuff like that, you know. And so I was like, sounds a bit like The Fault in Our Stars kind of style. And I did like that book. I just wasn't amazed by it or anything. But I really enjoyed this one. It was like a little bit slow at the start, but then it was just like such a beautiful story. And the end, I was there like, why? But I just loved it. Like, I loved it more than I thought I would. Next spell, Prior Incantato, which is the last book that you read. The last book that I read was this, Illumini by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I don't think I said that right, but this book was amazing. It is like, I just finished it the other day. It is up there with my favourites. I need it to be October now. I need the sequel. I need Gemini. I need to find out what happens. And I read the frequently asked question that Jay answered on Goodreads. And the new character, the guy one, is based off Bob Marley or Bellamy Blake. You know, just gonna leave that there with you. But this book, okay, so tiny bit slow at the start, because you know, you're finding out what happened before the events that it starts. But then, oh my god, I loved it. And then the ending, well, like just after page 100-ish, I couldn't put it down. You know, you like, sometimes you check the pages, you're like, oh, I'm on that page, oh, now on that, I've read 10 more pages, blah. I didn't check the page number at all with this. I read like 400 pages in one night. I loved it. And then, oh my god, like, it's so beautiful, like just the way it's written, and oh my god, can you see that? Okay, it is beautiful. And all those lines by Aidan, if you read the book, you'll know who Aidan is. Beautiful. My mum just walked in on me and she was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, books. Just admire the beauty. Next is Allo Amora, which is a book that introduced you to a genre that you had not considered before. For this spell / book / whatever, I went with a book called Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wine. And basically that is because it is a sort of historical fiction novel, which I have not really read much of, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought the sequel was just as good. It was like, it's one of those ones where it's set in the same thing, like era, set in the same world, you know, But this one has a different character to this one, but then the same characters in this one are also in this one, if that makes sense. But it's based in World War II. This one is about this woman who's like a British spy who gets caught in Germany, and she sort of talks about her past and stuff because she's getting interrogated, and she's friends with like a female pilot, so it's really good. And then this one is about a different female pilot who also gets caught in Germany, but she gets sent to a female concentration camp, which is, I cannot remember what it's called, but it's so good, and so is this one. So it's like, I discovered historical fiction because of it. Drinking my tea. And yes, this is a Santa mug, even though it's Easter, because I'm like that. Next book is Ridiculous. Fight the Boggarts. Fight the Boggarts. Right, anyways, this is a funny book that you read. For this, you can guess if you looked and you know what that gap is. Thanks. It's the Percy Jackson series. So I couldn't choose which one, and also it's a lot of effort getting out of the box. Yeah, so I just picked up the box. But goddamn, these books are absolutely hilarious. Okay, Percy Jackson's sass. He is the sass master. Persassy Jackson. Those puns. But yeah, you can just tell by the chapter names. The chapter names. Just beautiful. Rick Riordan is hilarious. And so all of his other books. The other series, Leo, he's pretty damn hilarious. Damn. Get it? Damn. Okay. Just read it. No. When you scratch your book cover, I'm gonna cry. Also, I am hella ready for Trials of Apollo, also written by Rick Riordan, set in the same world, because goddamn, that's gonna be good. The next one, Sonorous, a book you think everyone should know about. Most people who like reading young adult fiction will definitely know these books. But for those who don't like reading, or do, but just somehow have never heard of these, everyone should read the Throne of Glass series because it is my favourite book series of all time, excluding the Harry Potter series. See, like, just, oh my god, they are beautiful. Look at the covers. Queen of Shadows. And the next book is out in September, An Empire of Storms. So everyone should read this series. Everyone should know about it because it is fabulous. Number 7. I can count. I actually have done my GCSE maths. I did it last year before everyone else. I'm just really bad at it now. Ready? Oblivion. Maybe that's why I can't remember anything. My maths teacher, she's just an evil witch. Cast the Obliviate on me. But right, okay. This is a book or spoiler you would like to forget having read. Now this one is pretty easy for me. Percy Jackson. Well, Heroes of Olympus, The Mark of Athena. And that's because, if you've read the book, spoilers ahead by the way, basically, you know how they, spoilers, fall into Tartarus? Well, see, I actually knew that, but then it wasn't until I was halfway through this book that I realised it was a real spoiler. See, I do read a lot of fan fiction, and I thought, this is just Percy Jackson, you know. It's not Heroes of Olympus. And there was like this cool storyline where they fall into Tartarus, you know, they go and rescue them. I thought, this is a pretty good fan fiction. It's got a cool idea. And then I read another one like it, and I said, like, have they copied them? I don't know, maybe it's just a thing on Tumblr, people like the idea, you know. But then I got halfway through this book, and I was like, oh. So then, you know, there I am, reading the ending, I'm like, I know what's going to happen. Also, Allegiant in the Divergent series. I do have this book, but I can't bother to get it. I knew what happened at the end because someone spoiled me, and I hated them. And I still do. I can't even remember who it was now, but I hate them for it. I can't. I'm so sad. But yeah, it was no spoiler for me, and I cried. Not because of what happened, I just cried because I got spoiled. Numero 8. Imperio. I did not just say one of the unforgivable curses. But basically, this is a book you had to read for school. I had to read To Kill a Mockingbird for school. And I still do need to, because this is what I'm writing my GCSE exam on. Fun times. But, I mean, I think I would have enjoyed it more if I didn't have to read it for school, because then I was sort of forcing myself to read it. But then, I mean, it's a good book, bit slow, nothing really happens that interesting. But if you like to know what happens in 1930s America, you know, also if you want to learn about racism, prejudice, all these other themes that GCSE English exams love to hear about, you should read this book. Number 9, Crucio. I'm not Bellatrix Strange, guys. I'm not. Just saying. But yeah, this is a book that was painful to read. I choose An Abundance of Catherines, and that by John Green. And that is just purely because I couldn't stand it. I finished the book. It's not long. And I thought, well, I've already read this much, I'll carry on reading it. But it was one of the most boring books I have read. I hated it. I didn't like the graphs. I was just like, why? And I didn't understand his obsession with Catherine's. I was just there like, just move on, mate. I just didn't like it. See, I like most of John Green's books. But this one, there was nothing interesting to it. I couldn't relate to the characters at all. Last one, number 10. Avada Kedavra. Did you die? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. Okay. This one is a book that could kill. I'm going to interpret this as a book that killed me inside. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Please ignore this awful condition. It has like a page missing from somewhere, and then one sticking out almost, and oh no, it's loose, and it's, yeah, I'm buying another copy, don't worry. But this cover just didn't match the rest of my series. I mean, I didn't destroy it because of that, but I can't remember what happened to it. I mean, I read this when I was 7, okay guys, so I am 16 now, guys, just saying. But yeah, it's a bit destroyed. But basically, this book killed me like it killed all of its characters that I cared about. See, I would say spoilers, but if you did not already know this, why? So basically, when Fred died, I died. Ooh, Remus and Tonks, I died. You know, just, even Order the Phoenix, Sirius Black, I died. You know, everyone that died, everyone that died, I died, basically. Why, J.K. Rowling? Why? Please stop killing me.